Our Cayman Local Artist Series brought to you by Doctors Hospital and Integra Healthcare. We got a man in the studio that's been on Islands and before that Irie for years. And we're playing his new track called Fire now. Nickapella is here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good, great.
We must say your new single is fire.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is good.
Congratulations. Yeah, no, all puns intended when you're talking to me.
I like the hat, by the way, too. He's got the KY hat on.
Oh, yeah.
That's Javier's product, isn't
And
it?
sunglasses are also local as
Yes,
well?
also
Yeah.
local. Meeks Eyewear. Check them out in KY brand. I
Nice.
support the locals, and they're really good products. So you don't have this, you're not Cayman, and you're not living here.
See, that's what I'm saying. I've got the hat, Terry. Where you
Yeah,
at?
I
You gotta get the hat.
know. It's on my list.
Well, speaking of local, we love supporting local, which is why you're here. So tell us about your history. Are you from Cayman? Where were you born?
I was born in Jamaica,
Okay. And when did you move here?
2018, early
Okay.
2018. And
Have you
here
been?
since.
Were you doing music in Jamaica before you came here?
Yes, been doing music in Jamaica, but I actually took it up more professional when I came to Cayman.
Okay.
Yes.
So what gave you your motivation to start in music? Did you have a family that was in music?
Well, my dad was a DJ.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've been influenced by that. And my mom is a huge fan of music, 80s and 90s music. So that's what I grew up on.
Who were you listening to
Yeah,
when you
what
were
were
growing
your
up?
influences?
Growing up, I would say Garnick Silk, mostly the 80s reggae DJs.
Yeah, huh?
Bone Tequila, which is
Yes,
a mentor
course.
of mine. He had co-signed me recently.
Oh, wow.
And Beenie Man and Dennis Brown. So mostly the reggae and dancehall artists. Those
Right.
are my early influences.
Yeah.
And in the 2000s, the Vibes Cartel, Movado, also influences.
When was the first time you put out a track or started singing on your own? Or
Singing in crowd since secondary school,
okay,
putting out tracks in high school. I used to record myself on my computer and just give it to my friends.
it was like it's like the old school mixtapes.
Yeah, old
Hand them out
school
to everybody.
mixtape.
Yeah. Is everything you do produced by yourself?
No, not by me, but some of them by me.
Okay.
I've worked with producers here, Vasco,
Uh huh.
Young Kush,
Yep.
and I've also worked with Coolface, who had worked here before.
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
years
yeah.
ago.
I did
Yeah.
a track with him,
Uh huh.
and others just me doing production.
Okay. And you've done a lot of videos.
Yeah,
I've noticed recently.
Looking through your social media and stuff, you can see there's a lot of videos to go along with your music, and they're very well produced.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, did you do those? Did somebody else help you? How did that all come about? Because that's a lot more. That's a lot of extra work on top of producing music.
True. And to say I've written all my scripts. So I've written all my scripts. I'll have the vision of what I really want to see. And I'll work with anyone once they have a good quality camera. I'll tell them the angles I want and stuff. Davi Catrell, I've worked with them.
Of
Yeah,
course,
for me.
yes. I thought a lot of some of the videos looked like they were kind of works of Cottrell.
Yeah. He's done one of them, which is so good. The pop song's so good at the
Yes.
house.
Yeah, that's
So
the
he
one I saw, and I was like, where'd you get that house?
Yeah.
That's nice. That looks like a party I want to be invited to. And they just have like a fun feel to them and a good vibe. And I think your music does as well. It's really, would you describe it as kind of like feel-good music?
Feel good music. That's what I represent. High frequency energy,
When you first got to Island, did you connect with the music community right away?
Not right away. I reached out. So
Okay.
I have passion for music. So as soon as I came here, I started looking in the music scene.
Right.
I reached out at first, and no one knew me at that time, so
Yeah,
didn't get a lot of replies. But my first song I did with a producer called Young Kush,
Uh huh.
which is called Hard Days. And since then, in that release, I started just freestyling in front of my camera on Instagram without any producer or anything, just raw a cappella vibe. And since then, the following here built, and then
You on TikTok?
no, actually, I have some accounts, but I hardly use them.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
do that.
It seems like that's how everybody's getting discovered these days. You got to
Yeah.
make the transition over to TikTok.
Do you find Cayman kind to translate to the music community here too?
Yes.
Because we do. I mean, after being involved with local artists now for a couple of years, it seems like
It's very
everybody's
supportive.
It's very supportive,
Yeah.
and everybody's
Very,
willing to
very
help everybody
supportive.
and work together and help with song ideas, even production if it needs done or whatever.
They're always there to support me all the time.
Yeah.
I even have a song with Georgie Duarte.
Yes,
course,
we love
yeah.
Georgie.
That song,
Yeah.
it came #1 in the Latin charts over here. And we have a video for that too.
What?
With another house. You need
Really?
to check
Well,
it
you've
out.
been
Yeah.
you've been
I've got
working,
some video
man.
watching to do
I got
this
some catching up to
afternoon.
do
Yeah.
with Nickapella too.
Yeah, so
Speaking of
good.
which, didn't you just tell me that your track was #1 on Cayman iTunes
Yep,
recently?
and the reggae charts and on the music chart, but
That's
on
amazing.
iTunes.
Right.
Debuted there for 2 days.
Okay, which track was this? The latest one we're playing?
Yes, Fire.
Fire? Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome.
And also other tracks here that I did have always touched the charts. So I'm thankful for that. And that shows that I get that push from the local scene here.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
it
working.
shows that other people are supporting you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, support my new song, and
Yeah.
you support theirs. I like that you're doing collaborations with other artists as well.
Definitely. I have a lot even unreleased tracks. With
I was going to say, what's new in the works? What can we look for in the future?
I can't say.
Well, I'm glad you hit Terry up because we got to keep playing your music.
Yeah.
I
Thank
know you
you.
sent a message to the studio. So shout out to anyone else listening too. Send us your material to radio@compassmedia.ky if we don't have it yet, because we will play
Yeah,
anything that would work well for
here
us.
he's been
Appreciate
playing
it.
on Island all these
I know,
years, and,
yeah.
and you know, this song "Fire" is perfect for our listeners. I can't wait.
Absolutely. The Cayman Local Artist Series brought to you by Doctors Hospital and Integra Healthcare. Thanks for coming by and just giving us a little
thank you,
introduction.
man. It was
It's not
a
going to be the
pleasure.
last time. It's just like an introduction to you. We're going to have you back in. So, Nickapella on Z99.